Ifunanya and Ugoma have been friends since childhood. They literally did everything together up until high school days. When it was time for university education, Ifunanya's parents could not afford the fees, so only Ugo went to college. Ifunanya's mother suggested she become an apprentice for a fashion designer in their community. Ifunanya agreed and her mother gathered some money to enroll her there. Things were going well. Ifunanya was learning the craft with the aim to become perfect. Ugo too was doing well in her studies to become a data analyst. Whenever Ugo would come back home, she would hang out with Ifunanya and they would have fun like they used to. After 2 years, Ifunanya finished learning her craft and became working for herself. Soon, she was having customers coming from all over the place to make clothes from her. Whenever Ugoma, her friend, would come home, she would make different styles and designs that she would take to school with her. Anyone that saw Ugoma wearing the clothes must ask where she made them from. Ifunanya was so good that she enrolled in a fashion designing contest, and out of 20 people, she emerged the winner. That brought more audience to her business. Around that time, Ugo graduated and started working close to home. Ike is a young man that works in the same company as Ugo. They became friends because they worked in the same department. With them hanging out often, Ugo began to like Ike, but Ike didn't see her more than a friend. Ugo would bring him lunch and do other nice gestures, hoping that Ike would notice her and ask her out. One Monday morning, Ugo came to work wearing one of the beautiful dresses that Ifunanya has made for her. When Ike saw how the dress fits her, he admired her and complimented her, which made her blush and then asked for the seamstress that made the dress. This was made by my friend. Do you like it? Ugo said. Yes, I do. It fits you so nicely. I would like the seamstress to make for my sister. I will give her your contact to call you if that is okay with you, so you can direct her to your seamstress. Ugo agreed. Few days later, she got a call from Amarachi, Ike's sister. She then told Amarachi that it would be better for them to go together, which she agreed. They went to Ifunanya's shop. Then Amarachi chose the style she wanted and the measurements were taken. 2 weeks later, it was time for Amarachi's fitting, but she was so busy that she couldn't go. So she suggested that Ifunanya should come to her house. When Ifunanya got there, Amarachi started fitting the clothes, and Ifunanya was pointing out places that needed adjustment. Soon the doorbell rang, and Amarachi went to open it. It was Ike. He came to spend some time with his sister. He exchanged greetings with Ifunanya, and she could not help but admire him within her. He was tall, handsome, and had a nice smile. Ike complimented her on her look and how he liked her work, and Ifunanya thanked him and soon left when her work was done. One Sunday evening, Ifunanya went out to get dinner. A few minutes into her meal, she saw the guy from her client's house. When Ike noticed her, he came to her table. "Is it okay if I sit?" "Sure," Ifunanya replied. Ike and Ifunanya introduced themselves, and soon their conversation was flowing like they have known each other in the past. They talked about their family, hobbies, and job. "I am a fashion designer. I really wanted to go to college to learn fashion designing, but had no one to support me. I just learned from a professional. I would really like to further my education in the future. Maybe get a degree, but for now, I'm just going with the flow," Ifunanya said. "That's very nice. You don't see young people every day that is so passionate with their work. And by the way, I like the dresses you made for my sister. They are so beautiful." Soon, Ifunanya was done eating and was ready to go home. But Ike didn't want her to. He liked having her around. "It's just 8 p.m. I would like us to go to the movies," Ike said. But Ifunanya turned him down politely. "I would really like to go to the movies with you, but I'm sorry I can't. I have some delivery to do early tomorrow to a client that is traveling, and I have finishing touches to make on the dresses. Maybe we can do this another time," Ifunanya said, not missing the look of disappointment on Ike's face. But then he gave her a fake smile and asked for her number, which she gladly gave him, and they said their goodbyes. Ike was so happy that she was willing to meet him again. Ugo was still pinning for Ike, but he wasn't taking the hint. Ugo still tried anyway. Ike and Ifunanya started dating and discovered they enjoyed each other's company. Soon, they were going out on dates and having fun. When Ike was sure she felt the same way as him, he asked her out and she accepted. She was so happy that she informed Ugo of her new relationship. "I would like you to meet my boyfriend Ike. He's so loving and caring, and he supports me," Ifunanya said. "I haven't told you about him because I wanted to be sure he was genuine before introducing him to anyone. Is this weekend okay with you so we can meet up?" "I'm happy for you, Ifunanya. Weekend is fine with me," she replied, and they said their good nights. When it was weekend, she made a reservation and sent the address to Ugo. Ifunanya and Ike were there before Ugoma arrived. When she saw Ike holding Ifunanya lovingly, she wished it was her. She felt jealous in her heart. "Hello, Ugoma. I never knew you were friends with Ifunanya," Ike said. "Oh, you know each other? How?" Ifunanya asked. "We work for the same company," Ugo replied. "Okay, so no need for further introduction." They ordered their meals and started eating. Throughout the time, Ugo was so uncomfortable and it showed in her behavior, which Ifunanya noticed and asked if she was okay. She said she was, but it was obvious she was not fine. The next morning, Ifunanya called Ugo to know why she behaved strangely the day before. I noticed your strange behavior yesterday. Are you okay now? Or is it because you are not comfortable with Ike? Is there anything you would like to tell me? Talk to me, I'm your friend, Ifunanya said. I'm very okay, Ugo replied. I was just surprised it was Ike from the same company I work with. But you looked kind of angry, Ifunanya said. I was angry because you choose to keep your relationship from me until now. I know Ike. He isn't the type to stick with one woman. He's not a good person. He's a liar and a humanizer. Please stay away from him. This broke Ifunaya's heart. Who could know Ike more than Ugo that spends more days of the week with him? Ifunanya thought. I don't want to see you hurt, Ifunanya. After that, she ended the call. Ifunanya cried out her heart. She loves Ike. He was so loving towards her, and she could not imagine him being any of these horrible things Ugo said, but she chose to guard her heart and stayed away from Ike. It has been days, and Ike has not heard from Ifunanya, and he was worried. He called her throughout the weekend, but she wasn't taking or returning his calls. He showed up at her place, but she wouldn't agree to see him. He couldn't think of anything wrong that he had said or done to deserve this treatment from her. So when he went to work, he asked Ugo about Ifunanya and explained what was happening between them. Maybe she found herself a new catch. She doesn't deserve you. See how sad you look because of her, Ugo said. Ike was surprised that such words were coming from her friend, but he still wanted to talk to Ifunanya. During that time, Ugo would take care of him, bring him lunch from her house, and do other nice gestures towards Ike. After a few weeks, Ike has had enough, so he went to her shop to see her. Ifunanya saw how sad and angry Ike looked. Have missed you so much. Then she ran to hug him and he hugged her back. Why have you been ignoring me? What's wrong did I do that you cannot tell me? Or are you tired of our relationship? What happened to the love we shared? Please talk to me, Ifunanya. Ifunanya, seeing how broken Ike was, began to cry. Someone told me some bad things about you. She told me of how you womanize and lie. I was just guarding my heart. When Ike heard of this, he was shocked. My love, none of this is true. I love you and I can't do that to you. Please tell me the name of the person. I can't. I don't want to create problems for her. What matters now is that we are back together, Ifunanya said. Please don't keep things away from me again. Ike said. I won't, Ifunanya replied. When Ugo found out about their reconciliation, she was mad. I told you who he was and you went back to him? I can't believe you, Ugo said angrily. Ugo, please stop. I love him and he loves me too. And he told me there was nothing like that. He has never given me a reason not to trust him. I love him and I trust him. So please stop saying this. This angered Ugo and she made it her goal to destroy their relationship. A year later, Ifunanya and Ike got married, which Ugo refused to attend, claiming she was really sick. The couple was living in harmony until Ifunanya got pregnant, and Ike insisted she work from home. But Ifunanya was not having it. She left home angrily and went to Ugo's house. Why would he tell you that? If he doesn't want you to work from your shop, leave him. He doesn't want you to progress, Ugo said. Leave him? Why would I leave him for something so small? He's my husband, and I know he loves me and wants me to progress. You have never liked my relationship from day one, except you secretly like my husband. Yes, I love him, and he chose not to look my way. You took what belongs to me, and I will never forgive you, Ugo said. Ike was never yours to begin with. I noticed your strange behavior since I started dating Ike, but I did not read into them. From this day, we ceased to be friends. I no longer want to be in a toxic relationship. I wish you well, Ugoma. Ifunanya returned home to her husband. I'm so sorry, my love. I will work from home. I know you have good intentions for me. She told him everything that happened with Ugo. He also told her what Ugo has been saying and doing behind her back. I love you, my wife. I just want you to be comfortable and not stress yourself while you are pregnant with our child. I love you too, my darling husband. After childbirth, Ike enrolled Ifunanya in a fashion college where she got her degree. Moral lessons of this story. Once you are passionate about anything, you are sure to win. 2. Never suffer in silence. Dialogue is important. 3. Never remain in a toxic relationship. It can be dangerous. And lastly, don't believe everything you are told. Ask questions and seek answers. Thank you for watching. See you in our next video, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to our channel. Bye.